Hi, this is Ted with Messages from the Heart. Have you ever felt like a fraud? Ever felt like you are aspiring to be this amazing person, full of spiritual energy, full of love, and yet you feel like you often have thoughts and even actions that don't live up to that? And you feel like no matter how much you try, that you're just faking it. Well, actually, if you look at everybody in this whole world, everybody's faking it. Really. The people you look up to and you say, oh my gosh, that person's amazing. Chances are they feel like they're faking it as well. The ones who don't feel like they're faking it are the really scary ones. They're the ones who think they're the brilliant ones, who proclaim to be this amazing individual and have no self-introspection whatsoever. We have some examples of those people, and we see them in public life often. And they're the ones who really don't think they're faking it. They think they are amazing. So how do you find the right balance there between aspiring to be a really loving spiritual person and yet accepting the fact that you don't always live up to those aspirations? So let's face it, we're human. If we were perfect, we would not be on this planet still. We would be in a whole nother dimension. So we're here to learn our lessons. And one of the first steps in that lesson is to look within and say, here's what I aspire to, and yet I'm still here in some of my actions. I sometimes get up to here and then I go back. But just that realization that you're in process, that you're willing to look at yourself, that you're willing to examine where you feel like you're falling short, is really an essential part of the evolutionary process. Not that you beat yourself up, and that's the key, is not to really dwell on that, oh, I'm not good enough, or oh, I'm not worthy, or oh, I'm a total fraud. Instead, recognize, okay, I have my moments when I'm really living my highest aspirations, and I have other times when I'm not. And recognizing that and making a plan and making a process in your life so that more and more you're able to live up to your aspirations is really the key. Not to beat yourself up, not to judge yourself against anyone else. You are unique. You have those unique qualities and gifts that you're alone here to share with the world. And sometimes it may take feeling like, okay, I have to sort of put myself on a higher pedestal to the world for them to take you seriously. If you worry too much about being a fraud, you won't be taken seriously at all in this world. When you see how far some of these total frauds have gotten, it's the way our world works, so that you have to almost fake it till you make it. I don't espouse that philosophy, but I also recognize that in our world, you have to be willing to step up and claim who you really are, even if that's who you are in the future. So it's a tricky thing, but I want you to not dwell in the fact of, oh my gosh, I'm not living up to my aspirations. Keep those high aspirations. Be the best individual you can be. And most of all, keep focusing on how much love am I feeling in my heart and sharing with others. And it's when you feel like you're not really in that loving space that you need to take a look and say, how can I be more loving in this moment? How can I share more of my light at this point in time? And it doesn't help to have doubts and fears based on lack of self-worth or feeling like you're a fraud. Instead, just share more light, share more love, and people will feel that. And pretty soon, it will be the authentic you. It will be who you are, just that person who is pure love. Sending you light and love today. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you again on the next Message from the Heart. Share your love.